What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMAT stock. And on today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart, then I will show you some news that might affect the price of this stock, and then we will continue with the technical analysis and with the probable outcome of a price action. And before we get into all of that, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with WeBull valued up to $1,850, please check out that link in the description below. All you have to do is sign up for an account, deposit $100 and choose your free stocks. That's it. So, as you can see, MetaMaterials completed the merger with Torchlight Energy, and for now we have a ticker MMAT, and we have absolutely the same price chart, but we have price, and the price is doubled compared to previous price of Torchlight Energy, and this happened because of the reverse split. So, and for now, as you can see, we had these three levels, and this is the levels, Fibonacci retracement levels from the very bottom to the very top, and we poked through, we crushed the 0.5 level. Then we had very good reaction around 0.65, 0.618 levels. But my opinion was that we should go lower, and basically it happened. And it was a very tough decision to stay on my point, because majority of my viewers told me that it should go up. Unfortunately, technical analysis shows that we can go even lower. And this is our next potential point where we might land. And from this point, we might have a trend reversal. But let's continue with some fundamentals, and let's continue with official MetaMaterials website. So, as you can see, we have two recent news published on June 28th, and let's start one by one. First one is right here: Meta closes transaction and commences trading on Nasdaq. And let me quote you Mr. George Palikaras, MetaMaterials founder and CEO. And he said, after 10 years of scientific discovery and application development, Meta is now the first Nasdaq-listed metamaterials company, joining the world's premier exchange for technology companies. We are very excited to showcase how metamaterials go beyond conventional materials and chemistry to offer new and highly sustainable solutions with semiconductor precision at a kilometer scale. As a result of the transaction and our recent ATM offerings, Meta now has over $160 million in cash and a virtually debt-free balance sheet with approximately 285 million shares issued and outstanding after the 2-to-1 reverse split. This information is very important from the fundamental standpoint and from the technical standpoint as well, and I will explain you in a minute why it is so important. From here, we believe we can now comfortably support our near and long-term growth initiatives, said Ken Rice, CFO and EVP of Meta. And here we have one more additional information. It is some kind of deadline that might be the potential pivot point for this company. And let me quote you this paragraph. Meta Management will hold a webcast on Tuesday, July the 6th at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time to discuss recent events and future growth initiatives of Meta Materials Incorporated. And to register, please click here. So, in my opinion, this is the very important point because C executives should explain what are their next step and what should we expect from this company, because they have basically a decent amount of cash. And they have a very good amount of shares. This means they might operate with this amount of money for quite some time, but then they will eventually announce new stock offering. And the next news right here related basically to this point. Meta engaged Integrous Communications as investor relations advisor. And let me quote you this. MetaMaterials today announced that it has retained Integrous Communications as its investor relations advisor. Integrous will lead Meta's financial communications and strategic investor relations initiatives. We are excited to partner with the Integrous to implement best practices in our communications and grow our investor reach, stated George Palikaras, PhD, President, CEO and founder of MetaMaterials Incorporated. With decades of team experience, depth of relationships and sector expertise, Integris provides us with excellent support to communicate our growth initiatives to our new and existing shareholders, and we look forward to continue to work with them. So, as you can see, they have huge plans because they made this partnership, and this partnership will be a major step in their future plans because they want to drastically expand the markets of 5G technologies, of metamaterials in general, and that's why they need plenty of cash. And the cash will be from investors basically, and they want to make this process as transparent as possible, and that's why they have this type of partnership. So, and I think the next point that I want to cover from the fundamental standpoint is the short squeeze, potential short squeeze. On fintel.io, as you can see on the ticker MMATF, we have a short volume ratio of 28.54. We don't have any information for MMAT ticker, that is a Nasdaq listing, that is former TRCH ticker, but we have this one. And I will show you in a minute with the correlation of between these two stocks, how we can rely on this information. And we have, as I already mentioned, 28.54% of short volume ratio. And right here on OTC short report, we have 36.06% of short volume ratio, but it was on June 25th. We don't have updated information. And that's why I think the short volume is rather big, and it is a huge short volume ratio, but I don't think that we might have a short squeeze. And my thoughts based on my experience, and as you can see, we are strongly in downtrend, and according to our RSI, according to indicators, we are still in this downtrend, and I think we might go even slightly lower. So, before we dive deep into the technical analysis, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So, as you can see, we have this price action, and from the top of this point to the bottom, we didn't even have a retracement, decent retracement. We have a sell-off of around 66%, and we don't have a substantial retracement. And to measure this retracement, I pulled the Fibonacci retracement tool from the top to this very bottom. And basically, if we measure it to this point, we didn't even hit the 0.236 level. And this is the 70 or 80% probability when we have a strong trend. We might hit it on the retracement level, but we didn't hit it so far. This means we might have another leg to the downside, and from this point, basically from 7.84, or maybe from our next major point that I covered recently of 0.786, we might have a trend reversal, and we might have next leg to the upside. And probably it might be the first leg on the next uptrend, or the most probable outcome, we might have ABC correction, some kind of this shape. Maybe we will hit this level, then we will have some retracement, and then we will have one more leg to the downside. So it is possible, it is not so probable so far because we don't have enough data, but it is still possible. So, and what to expect next? Basically, let me show you MMATF ticker. And right here we have this crazy price action, and we still have very overbought RSI. This means this ticker might go lower, this ticker might have a retracement, and if we will have a strong correlation between the price of these two stocks, it will be next potential indicator that we might go lower with the MMAT ticker. And so far, let me switch to 4-hour time frame, and so far, if we compare these two charts, as you can see, this line, let me make it white. If we will have strong correlation between these two charts, because we had a ratio of 1.845, and if we multiply the price of this stock, of MMAT stock, to 1.845, we will have roughly the price of MMATF stock, and if we will continue to have this correlation, then when the MMATF stock will unload its structure, we will have next leg to the downside. And that's why you have to be extremely cautious. So, what to expect next? Let me clean the chart a little bit. In my opinion, if you want to invest in this company for the long term, it is a very good company for investment, but you have to keep in mind that for now we have a very high volatility. And this means you can follow my 3 simple rules in order to have the best entry point that you might achieve. So, first of all, do not put the money that you are not willing to lose. Second one, do not go all in. And third one, do not put stop loss close to your entry price. So far, we are on downtrend, and it is like catching a fallen knife. It is very difficult to make some assumptions where we will have a trend reversal. But when we will establish new higher highs and higher lows on a smaller scale, this will be the first step of establishing a new uptrend. And from this point, we might add to our position heavily in order to make our position more substantial. So, I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!